I'm Frost PDP, and today we're playing Crusader Kings 2, Justinian. We're playing using the When the World Stopped Making Sense mod. This is episode 11, and today I'm feeling a little bit caught between grading sessions and a little grading at the events that have happened in Nevada. Without putting too much into the political agenda, I think the meeting was at the very least poorly run and at the very worst fraudulent, so yeah, I guess that's like an opening statement, if you want, to how I feel. I'm very concerned about it, actually, because it's the sort of thing we've been seeing out of the Donald Trump camp, and whether you love him or hate him, the thing you've heard about Donald Trump is that, well, when it all comes down to it, the Democrats are going to be involved, and, you know, that's going to be it, right? Well, it doesn't look that way to me, just from the principle of, if I was a political scientist who was opposed to Donald Trump, the thing that happened in Nevada is the last possible thing that I would want to hear ever come across my my ears, right? So that's kind of a thing. That's kind of a big thing. Just like I said, I've been grading papers. It's been a long day, but I feel like getting some gaming in because it's time to have fun. So I'm going to send one more Winky Dink link. And playing. Invite some of my friends to come join us if they'd like. You know, I'll be checking in more often on the dashboard. I've seen a lot more people posting stuff mid-play, so I'm going to try to check in more often. But the way I have everything set up, at least right now, is that, yeah, I have a full screen of Crusader Kings, and that's all it's going to show, which is fine because it's a revolt. I guess it's just fine because, yeah. So anyway, we're in two wars. We're in a war against, we're in this little tiny holy war, which is literally just to take this, if I'm not mistaken. It's a nice little outpost to have. I can turn it into a merchant city and eventually get it duchy status so that it's a republic that could trade for me. I know it's a few steps away, but it's a process, and that's kind of the way it always is. In the meantime, I'm trying to take over what we would call Barcelona. Right? That's the holy war for Catalonia. I'm sorry. Catalonian independence people will be pissed at me. So anyway, we're trying to conquer that. I guess they're even more pissed at me. They're actually fighting me in this game. No. A little bit about our character. We are Justinian the Rough. I'm not sure why we're the Rough. Justinian Frost. The When the World Stopped Making Sense mod kicks down such a thing. Our dynastic heir. My heir is Praetorian Prefect Probus of Thrace, who doesn't really like me very much. He's my rival. He's got a lot of things he desires, but he can eat that. He does own the title of Thrace. He is our firstborn son with an 18 martial score. Whereas our other son has much worse stats and kinda hates me. No, he loves me, but he's pissed off that he's not in the council. It might have something to do with having given him a whole bunch of land to shut him up, but that's beside the point. So this war over here is going to be critical, but there's some other aspects to it that are worth noting, right? They occupy a whole bunch of our west. This is all low importance territory. When you hover over the war score, you see, oh look, well, a few of them matter, like the 6% for losing Al Jazeera. That's my personally held land, so when I lose it, it hurts a lot more. But that's okay, because we have a war goal. We have held a lot of land in it, and that war goal land is worth far more. We can also take the enemy capital. Meanwhile, we have troops around here that are going to be capable of eliminating the Persian threat in this war. I mean, these are the Sassanids directly. This is the Persians. I'm not kidding. And Axum, which is a weird alliance, but just go with it because pagan is as pagan does in this mod, right? So I'm trying to get my 6,000 man army to just win this war real fast for me. No big deal. and then they can join up and fight up here to win this war where it needs to be won. I need to have this full occupied. After that, I can go about just smashing little armies and hopefully make up the war score. But let's assume that maybe I can't do that for some reason. Some of these battles matter more than others, and it seems our losses hurt us more than others, but we're going to win a lot more than we're going to lose. That's just a fact. I know the numbers look like they're absolutely crazy, but a lot of these guys only have, like, what, 800 troops. I've got 20,000. So in little chunks, the little 1,000 or 2,000 chunks they're throwing them at me, yeah, it's not going to matter very much. I also have my own personal domain to pull up still. And if all else failed, I could recycle. See, they only occupy Al Jazeera, which is nice for them, but it's not actually even mine. Why does it count so much? In fact, I could raise up a freaking boatload of troops here, like 1,000 in each. That's almost enough there to contest that, but that's my levy, and weakening myself to win this war is like going to invite a faction revolt, which I don't really want, because that's the one greatest threat I have facing me, is that I'm already depleted. So we're going to go up to speed 3, and we're going to kick it. Oops. I just realized it might be nice to put in the proper game on YouTube Gaming, so that, you know, people see it. We're speed 3. I won't even go to speed 2 while I get warmed up, just because I'm sort of like, I'm all over the place, you know? So we're going to go up that way. We're not going to cross through and create attrition, because supply limit, well, no, actually, it needed 16, they got 17. It wouldn't cause attrition. Okay, good. That's important to always keep track of, because I really don't want an attrition tick when I can't afford it. My income tells me I can hire more mercs if I need to. If I start running low on troops, I can hire one more merc group and have a merc group and crush them. Speaking of crush them, it seems that our allies are trying to do that, so we shall join them. We have 8,000 men. We can siege this down quickly. They're going to siege that back fast too, but that's okay. Unless they have troops that are doing anything idle. There, I don't. Meanwhile, we've actually run into a battle over here. Interesting. Oh, shit. I have no leaders. That's really not ideal. But they broke. Thank God they broke. Okay. I just got really freaking lucky. Chili Arch, go get him. What are you doing here, man? I don't want to be leading an army. Righteous imprisonment on people. Yeah, I could. Nothing I can upgrade tech-wise. My retinue is capped out, which is a good sign, because it means it hasn't been eliminated. Like, the fact that I still have retinue is pretty good. Vestal levies are... I have like 800 I can raise. That's not really going to justify anything. Holy Orders have a thing already. I can raise another legion. I guess I have to take this on my own, because I don't think I have any commander slots left. No, I really don't. So either I go crazy with swapping, or I freaking just, I have to own the... At this point, my character is 64, right? I've accomplished sort of what I wanted to do. I know I had originally set out to actually redo Justinian's conquest, but this is actually more interesting. He's Hellenic, and there's a Christian empire. As soon as the alliance breaks, this is going to go to shit fast. I mean, okay, maybe not. Apparently we're just going to ignore the fact that we're completely separate religions, but, you know, whatever. Other than that, I guess the Eastern Roman Empire is still pagan and the Western is not. If this alliance ends, we have Casus Belli's for holy war against a Christian the remains of Christianity. I mean, really? That's pretty freaking awesome, and if you think about it. They're going to smash little armies, and as long as they don't have a big army, I'm okay with that. My 9% is all adorable. He's about to run into a serious beating. Are there any other units maybe I could bring up? I mean, I could bring up some heavy fucking hitters, but that's like... I mean, that's freaking expensive. 50 bucks. That's maddening. Dude, Theodoric hired a mercenary crew of 200? That's really weird. Seems like that shouldn't happen. Alright, so I could hire more mercs, but I don't necessarily need them. And I'd rather not stop being able to upgrade my holdings. I know I'm paying a bunch of money already, but like holding upgrades, seriously, big freaking deal. Like here, like I should never have stopped. They're cheap and they're efficient. So I definitely want to go with what gives me the most troops first. Alright, time, you may continue. I'm starting to guide myself against something. It's actually Roman and Nicene? Interesting. I'm actually starting to think if they end their shattered retreat here, that could be bad for me. You know what, let me arraign this unit for actual combat, right? And then... let me borrow you. You. He's a flanker, so you. Definitely. Actually, I want to switch them. Because I want the flanker to have... I mean, I know it's unpredictable leader. I hate unpredictable leader. But I also think that he would do the best good. So that's him realizing maybe he shouldn't have done that. If there's battle going on, I should hear the sounds of it. So that army's shattered. So let's just start conquering away. Is there any army of sufficient strength here? No. See, I could hit it. I'm actually considering hitting it. It's what? 9.2% all the time. I gotta win this war fast. 10% every 12 days. That's not fast enough. I want the castles to fall. The top level castles need to go. I know that's gonna be costly, but I need to do it. After that, now I can take time. That just bumped my war score up 10%. That's what I needed. You guys are gonna take forever to get across the water, aren't you? Justinian Pompeius. Oh shit. Emperor Justinian Augustus of the Western Roman Empire. What the fuck just happened? What happened? I'm very confused. How did this schmuck end up in charge of the Western Roman Empire? History. Justinian Augustus was granted it, right? So Emperor Tacitus. Hold on. Tacitus dies, right? Okay. His son, the Vicar of Italy, inherits it. He then grants the title to him. Two titular titles. The County of Ravenna and the Castrum Servia. Well, look at Western Rome. I guess we got something to fight over, huh? He's bleeding troops like an idiot. There's a castle. That cost me some troops. It's weird how the tribe is on top, but yeah, I don't get that either. I really do have to beat this army up. I'm not really leaving a siege that's very far in progress, so sending those men down is not a consequential decision. But I do need to give them some leaders. Go kill at will. Meanwhile, you'll be there 26th. We'll be there 11th. Where are you going? You're going to Prusa. Remember our previous employer has. So the Inumahara Debatra want to join me. What the hell is that? Apparently, this group of dead men. Just run, you fucking idiots. I don't even remember starting that fight. Oh, that was suicide, wasn't it? That's good for me. Oh man. Huh? Yeah, okay, that's up here, right? That was this little random group that decided to join me. This battle matters a whole hell of a lot. Now they have good leaders, or at least competent ones. But lots of light infantry, and we have like all the heavies. They are toast. There's no conceivable way for them to win that battle. I'm sorry, there's just not. Similarly, this battle, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Maybe our leaders aren't the best for some reason, but heavy, light. That's a problem. These battles are not known for going well for medieval armies. Well, Western Roman Empire just took something. Huh? Of Dalmatia? Oh good, he's my neighbor. Isn't that awesome? He's just starting inheriting territories. Like, okay. I'm not contesting for him, I don't give a shit. It seems like the Romans actually backed out of my war, didn't they? They did, you sons of bitches. Oh man. This guy doesn't even have a wife yet. We are going to have problems. We needed the Westerners to keep us, you know, give us a little extra boost. I hate to say it, but we really did. So that battle is going exactly the way we want it to. This is more of an invasion force. I don't mind if they stay there as long as they don't group too powerfully, because next move I can just go and just push them out, right out, like they would have never chance out. Did their morale just disappear? 129 is not enough. Get them. And hopefully that catches that, and then send them straight to here. You know what I'll say about this mod? Like, I've noticed something. In past CK2 games, all the fighting I've ever done has been over here. I like that there's real fighting on other fronts that, like, actually matter to some extent. Put it to the sword, friend. Put it to the sword. Ooh, let's see here. Well, it's a hard thing to be sure of. But I think we're doing well for ourselves. This 5,000 stack is kind of scary looking, though. That's got to be addressed. That's our next big problem, is making sure they don't merge up and get anything too big going on. I expect that he's going to move to save his own ass. If he doesn't, that's on him. I hate that somebody's apparently doing housework next door. 25% every 3 days? 12 days. It's fine. It's 2 months. Sit it out. So, as soon as this army reaches... See, they're coming in through the mountains, which is our greatest advantage, right? They're moving to unite. 14th of November, 2nd of November, we would be attacking. We'll be wedging them 2-1. They're actually helpful. Yeah, go to Lieda. That's a great plan, pal. Tell me again how that works. Now Lieda's only hills. A new realm? What the hell? Whoa! Holy crap! Here's something I never would have thought I'd seen. Western Empire falls. No! Oh no! Did you just... No! A new realm. Imperator Caesar Justinian of Venezia has decided to abandon his nomadic life and settle down in Venezia with his followers, making a new homeland for the Roman people. So Rome, he just destroyed? He made the Venetian Empire. The Venetian Empire. I didn't even realize that was a possibility, but there it is. The Venetian Empire. Alright, but it's not a republic. It's feudal, correct? It is feudal. So it's not a republic, but it's definitely something. Alright, well that was pretty cool. Does that affect me in any way? I'm not sure. Did I catch them in battle? I might have. I may well have. We've got to get that land back. That's actually significant to the war score. I mean, look, Venice, you're a thing that exists now. It's a good thing for you, buddy, but don't ruin it. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm making them have to try to get through either a bottleneck or to come over in smaller armies so that they can't bottleneck me. Like, he should be going and helping right now, but he's not. Every one of these little guys should be coming right here, and they're not. Because it's an attack into the hills. If they get enough people, it will block me. So the question is, can I really afford to wait? So there are decisions to make for this, aren't it? The last Roman Empire. This is... I don't want to click that button until I know for a fact I'm going to be the one to be able to prosecute that war to its end. I have to win this battle first, this conflict first. Like, there's no other way around it. I hear like knocking, but it's not at my door. We're gonna be 10,000 men strong. Please make the mistake of trying to come through. $1,400, got renewed morale. Look, I know you've got some bonuses here, but this isn't gonna change anything. Gomez Julian of Molinina. Romano-Hispanic. You're a fellow Hellenic, aren't you? Go free. I have to start building my new castle up fast. Keep beating his armies out, or keep sieging towns. Beat his army out. I think I made my point up here. Go around to Alto Aragon. Despot Theodoric has died. No, Theodoric! He goes down! It's gonna be my Fruminarius. To start with, it's gonna be someone who I like. Are there any powerful people who feel like they deserve to be on the council and would really like this opportunity? I could make my daughter a spy master, that would be cool. You hate me beyond the shadow of any doubt. I would never in 1,000 years put you in charge. Guess it's gonna go to the highest ranking person who's not completely fucking batshit. I love how he looks like he's limp. He's like, wah, 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 wah. I don't know. I'm not sold that that's a great walking model. So that's an easily won battle. You have to remember, this is a war against most of the Western world. Like, this is pretty significant of a thing to be doing if this were real. It's not, it's a video game, but I'm speaking to the challenge of, like, if you're thinking, oh, well, Frost, this is basic stuff, like, not really. Look, Burgundy, Frankish kingdom, so basically all of France when you look at what's red. Nothing up in England this time around. woohoo, which actually is really interesting because Ireland is almost formed, and rugged, and that's like a very weird, what would you call it, Welsh, right? Like, okay, here's sort of like an English sort of form, and the Belgi exist here. Meanwhile, Say is up here. His culture is Pictish, so this is basically Pictland. Nords, yep. Usulima, okay, so there are some actual powers forming up. That's really interesting. Like, I kind of like that fact. Like, after the world stops making sense, what comes next? Oh, order for a while, right? A very, Dark Ages order, but an order of some sort. And we're seeing that, which is awesome. And we're seeing a very powerful empire very quickly just take up freaking land and resources in places they don't really belong. Or at least haven't belonged in a long time now. I only have 86% war score. I assume that will go up as time goes on. Or if any enemies of theirs, might decide to come show themselves, maybe I'll seize down a nearby capital. For, shits and giggles, right? Can't hurt the war score. Alto Aragon, I mean, it's got a lot of troops in it. It's gonna be ugly. I have the church left, let's hit it. So that boosted me a few percent. And now for the last two in this area. So things are moving along. They're just taking fucking forever because these wars require a certain amount of, like, very well thought out roomy satrapi, huh? Very carefully thought out stuff. So I'm all tabbing out right now to check. Oh, look, okay. So I'm going to type some things into Wikipedia, and let me listen. You listen to the keys, and you tell me if you understand what I just said. Wikipedia.org. All right, that's the easy part. So if you were able to do that, then you're good, right? All right. So Muhammad, Prophet of Islam. Born 570. Alright, so we actually have quite a long time before we can expect to see anything go, I don't want to say crazy, but definitely crazy for, like, geopolitics for this game. I mean, Himyar, Mahara. Now, Mahara was a lot larger. It's sort of split up, and that might be because of some Gavelkind thing, but Aksum is actually not unpowerful. Like, if I were playing a campaign as them, and I could hope on this falling apart, like, I would run a breakout. I'd just go brr, brr, brr. But that's back in the day when you could snowball. I mean, now there's Venezia. Just take that in for a minute. Venezia. He has 3 vassals. The Bishop of Rialto, the Prefect of Venice, and the Vicar of Italy. Something has gone wrong. Very wrong. In Rome. I can't stress enough how, like, that makes no sense for the Roman world whatsoever. I don't think this ever would have happened. Like, they've willingly surrendered the Empire of Rome to become the Empire of Venice. Which, I mean, I might give you, that's a little bit more what they are. But they're also a lot the Roman Empire, and they were a thing, and now they're dead. Offer peace. He surrenders under these terms. I get 100 piety, I get moral authority. I vassalize lords and take all other titles, and the High Chieftain of Sokosome. The High Chieftain of Sokosome. I'm not sure what that means, guy. Chieftain of Tingi is de jure part of Sokosome. The guy who's making this means Maria, who I don't believe I remember going to war with, but let's assume I did. Is he telling me I'm going to get all of this? Because that would make very little sense, unless he's the one who declared war on. He's defending against me. He's at 55% war score. How does that make sense? That is the exact same condition as victory. So I will accept. And as I thought, the guy offered me something I don't even think he could give me. Temple. So I'm building a new temple there. Why? Because it was the sign of a great victory for Hellenicism. The home of a holy war victory. So now I can march these 4,000 men right back up into this squad here. And I hope there's not too much trouble. And meanwhile, we're still at some wars, but things are a lot lighter. And we have a much clearer goal now. Right? Take back Al Jazeera. I know, right? Wasn't that Al Gore's news network at one point? I'm not sure, but anyway. Alright, so this is a mountain castle. We don't want to assault that. That would not be a good freaking decision to make. Of course, neither is leaving myself with way too much land. Guess I have to wait to be able to destroy this? I'm not sure. See, I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm very sure that I don't want this to be mine. So I'm going to go to characters, I'm going to go to my religion, my culture, gender any, ruler no, highest learning score, grant landed title, Temple of Ayumina. And is there anyone in my country? I wonder if I could make a female republic. Probably not. If only I had another son or a grandson who survived. I definitely need to think about what I want to do here, because if I want to make this into a republic, I need more land in this node, this duchy. For now, it won't be the greatest thing in the world, but I have to get rid of it. But I kind of want to keep it. Steering in my empire with great stewardship? Not really. I'm just curious. How to make it a theocracy, though? That would defeat the entire purpose. She'd just be a theocracy. Which has its appeal, but no. I would want somebody young. Guess what? Urbem of Kote. Alright, that's the strongest one. Municipum Tigris. Doing something a little bit different this time, my friend. You are now Procurator. Your job is going to be very simple. Very soon we're going to expand the options for your control of this neighborhood, and you are going to get land. Another 1 day. So, Siege of Zaragoza. We need to make this quick. That was easy. That would be the one that would hurt the most. In fact, why don't I just seize their capital? Well, that's one less thing they control. I love how, like, Ascona and Asturias and Hispaniantia are freaking emerging, and Suebia's doing alright. Like, we're really legit conquering these people. There's no two bones about it. God, gold, and glory, you know? It's one of those deals. This may hurt a lot, but we now have full occupation on their entire terrain. And look, they're gonna try to come through here again. So I can store 10,000 men on a boat. I'm gonna score 10,000 men on a boat. Defensive pact opposing me has been opposed, disclosed, naturally. You 4,000 are gonna have to do it. Tacitus Sextus, Imperator Caesar of Venice. So now wait a minute. You gave up your imperial claim on the Roman Empire. You fool. Did I really just lure them in? Oh no. They have no idea what they're in for, do they? They're in for a motherfucking beating. They are in for a serious, serious beating. I will make it by the 19th. They'll be out by the 14th. Inconsequential to move there. We go that way then. And they are out. Guess what, my friends? Offer peace, enforce demands. Ta-da. Now, let's see what we got. We just cut off the enemy's expansion routes. Scythia Minor. Do we even have Scythia Minor? Scythia Minor is up here. I'm trying to figure that out. Like, I know where Alexandria is, but Scythia Minor is you, right? Yes. You're the Duke of Scythia Minor. First of all, I need to make sure. I need to make up my mind what I want to do. I think I want another vassal republic. So I know I'm going to need to create this duchy. Should I ask help for managing my titles? No thanks. Factions are significant, but not impossible. And I really want to give you a new job. But that's how short a war this was. Holy crap. So I know title management kind of sucks, right? It's this sort of thing where you just go, "Arrgh, get it over with." I will. Men who are not in prison, who are not rulers, who are adults, search realm. Right, alright, so, like... First of all, I want stewardship. What about any culture? Can I just pick any culture? Okay, the highest, Greek. Well, I should probably then look at what the culture map mode is. Basque. I'm very concerned. Yeah, I figured I'd see that. If something like opens up with Tengri and shit. And like, no, you're not part of my religion group. You're not. I know we're pagan, but we're not. He probably has the best chance of succeeding, other than maybe this guy. $40, $41, $31. He's also... He is zealous. Picking these guys. Hold up. Who are you? Junius? I guess you were already Hellenic, huh? And you're Romano-Hispanic? But you occupy Castrum, so you're no good to me. Felix, commander of Legio I Novus. He's not bad at anything, really. He's really the best one to go with. So many titles I don't know what the fuck to do with. So this one here is the one that's most important. There isn't even a city here? Probably didn't even need to do that. It's not gonna wait. I'm finishing this little thing. I keep hitting the wrong button though. That's not good. Corona. How about Hellenic Point? So it's the Urbum of Hellenic Point. It's going to be granted to this guy, who I am next going to grant landed title Emporae. Republic. I still have some suzerains too. Oh man, it's taking forever. Got a good diplomat. Julia Libya. Good. Let him deal with the decision making. But he's a ruler, so I don't know why he comes up in my list. I'm doing something a little dangerous here. I'm creating a church kingdom. Church duchy, at least. So now that I've gone through and I've duchied everything, which God only knows that was frustrating. I still own one. Damn it. This guy's gonna love me forever. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to create the title Duchy of Catalonia. It's going to cost me a little money. It's giving me a lot of prestige. And then I'm going to grant it to you. Province of Catalonia. And there you go. Hellenic Point. A new city. A beautiful, beautiful city. A new part of the empire that we have fought to claim and conquer is ours. What did I gain out of it? Oh, nothing. Just something of a connection to a new little project city of mine here that I am fortifying as we speak. And by the way, if you build something here, this new administration, you know how it expires in 15 years? It should go down. I only get 30% of the taxes and 70% of the levy reinforcement, but that's okay because I'm not going to need to go to war for a while. I do want to see one quick thing. I'm going to stand down my personal levies. I'm going to stand down my realm levies. I still have 12,000 hired. Can I declare war? Yes, I can. Pure reconquest of Dalmatia. So this person, this particular fellow, people have some ridiculous claims. Who the hell are you, dude? Nadul Himelko, court chaplain of the Scholae Palatania. How the fuck are you in my court? You have a claim on the prefecture of Italy. My only question is, do I want to get a claim on the Roman Empire itself? If I do that, and then I die too soon after, that's a problem. So the good news is, this is I've never pretended this is an Iron Man campaign, right? This is a campaign that I started for fun using a mod, and that's fine. But I honestly don't know, like, what's gonna happen here. So, Justinian wanted to reconquer the Roman Empire. That was his desire. This is his life's mission. How would he do that? He just witnessed the empire stop being Roman, even though it's held by a Roman, and start being Venetian. And he's seen some weird changes of power to the point where I'm not sure what this does. Last Roman Empire. I lose 300 gold. I get a weak claim on Rome itself. Well. What should tell me who I could like convert? There should be a convert button over here. And nobody will give this guy any money. So we are at 52% moral authority. That's pretty good. And we actually completely control the Hellenic site of Mons Olympus. Mount Olympus is now completely ours. We've won some holy wars. We're gaining strength. That's good. But I want to see, first of all, it's nice to know that like I can still have hired armies up. That's pretty important. So I can declare war with hired armies. That's a huge advantage, right? And like I could press a lot of these claims that you got, guys, but that doesn't really help me. I'm going to experiment. As the only legitimate heir to the empire after the fall of the other part that had been created in 395. You may now claim the entirety of the territories once held. This is the first step towards conquering and uniting. This precedes me now use imperial reconquest to the entirety of the territory of the Roman Empire in 395. So, what does that mean? I can do just about any kind of war. Claim war. This is ridiculous. Claim Italia. I could already do liberation war. Claim war. Imperial reconquest, which costs $600. Holy war, which you lose piety for. And then individual conquest, and the entire world will fight me. So that's my problem. I'm threatening. I'm 100% threatening, and I honestly don't know when this would ever go away. But if I declare war on this little guy, he's not independent. If I declare war on this little guy, I still get the same freaking insane amount of craziness. Declare war on this guy, I get the same amount of craziness. I literally can't declare war. So I think that's where I'm going to call it an end. Will I repeat that decision or not? I don't know. But thank you for joining me. If you enjoy this channel, hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you're tired of watching me play Justinian, give me something else to play and I'll consider it. I might later play some what is called Ashes of the Singularity, but I'm not quite sure because frankly I've never played it before and I don't like to play games I'm not familiar with. That makes me an old man. So I gotta go back to grading papers anyway, maybe get some dinner. Thank you for joining me, and as always, La Paz.